Hey, let's do this. Questions for Mark. What was your first impression of Paige? Our first time hanging out was definitely different. I would say that back in the day, I used to do things or say things to attract the other person. I was trying to entertain at the time, I guess, if you will. But with her, it was completely different. I didn't need to overly impress. I didn't need to become someone I wasn't. I was able to just be me, the real me, and that got me very curious as to why she was able to make me feel so at ease. But over time, I guess it made me realize that she was a person that I know everyone tries to search for in this lifetime. She was my soulmate, my other half, and I guess my perfect match. What's one thing she's always right about? She's gonna say everything to this for sure. Um, but one thing she is always right about. I'd say how well she knows me, if that's even an answer. She can anticipate how I'll be throughout the day. Um, she just knows when I need to eat, when I need to rest, even what clothes I need to wear for me to be comfortable so that the best version of myself can come out. She knows how to keep the grumpy version of me away before I even realize it myself. What's something she does that you find secretly adorable? I'd say that this kind of ties in with the answer I had before in terms of how well she knows me. Um, I'd say she notices a lot of the small things before I even do. Um, and I guess in a world that moves so fast, and especially how my brain operates and it just runs 1,000 miles an hour, she's actually always able to, even just for a moment, slow it down, just to make sure I'm okay. And that means the world to me. If she was stuck on a deserted island, what are 5 food items she would need/want? I want to play more of like a want rather than a need in this particular answer. I'll say that she would bring one of her favorite chippy flavors, whether it's chicken or a sea salt flavor. So that's one. Definitely some kind of Mexican cuisine, whether it's a grande melt. So that's two. Number three, I'd say to keep her cool on an island, she would either have a paddle pop or a cyclone. So that's three. Drinks wise, Coke Zero, 4 and 5. Maybe if she had a choice where there could be like a Celsius or maybe like coconut water, she would also bring one of those. What's her biggest strength as a wife? Oh, that's a good question. I'd say that Paige can be quite selfless sometimes. Actually, not even sometimes, a lot of the time. Despite everything that Paige goes throughout her day, she always makes sure that there's food on the table, in the fridge, and in the pantry for Nala and I. She always makes sure that the house is cleaned, so it feels like home. And she often always does this before even thinking about herself. This is one of her greatest strengths, I reckon, as a wife. It's definitely going to be the foundation of when we have our own little family. I'm sure the kids will be grateful for, because I've experienced this with myself, with my parents, with how selfless they are. And to see Paige be similar is quite beautiful, actually. What do you think she thinks is your most annoying habit? Well, that's quite easy. I would say definitely my stubbornness and occasionally my selective hearing. What is the craziest place you've had playtime? Actually, Nala, come here. She's coming. I'd say, in terms of place, I would say probably hot springs. And time, I'd say probably this little one walking in on us at home. Am I right, baby? Yeah, location. Okay, here we go. What physical feature of hers do you find is standout attractive? I mean, I've always said her skin. I've always loved her skin. It's just, I don't know, so smooth. It smells so good all the time and just so, I don't know, clean. Features. Oh, obviously I'm gonna say her bum, but her back, her smile for sure. Mama's cheekbones. I love her cheekbones. And she's just very naturally pretty, just like this one here. What part of her do you hope never changes? I'd say her independence and also, I guess, the sense of self-worth. I just want her to always remember that before me, before our, in the future, little family, that the reason why it all happened was because of her. She built herself up, you know, she worked on herself every day. She carried herself with strength and with courage. And I think for me, I hope that she will continue to feel like she deserves the life she's living, and to be proud of who she is, I guess, is very important. Does that make sense? I don't know if it does. Anyways, I just want her to celebrate herself, and love herself always. Right, last question. What's one thing you want her to know on the morning of her wedding day? That will all be written in my vows to her. But for the purpose of this video, I love you. And I'm just so excited for this next phase of our life together.